Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with a pick a card reading. So, as usual, I have 3 piles here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And our subject is, what does he or she find attractive about you? So, the person that you're thinking of, that you're interested in, what do they find attractive about you? And I am using my brand new cards plus the fairy forest oracle cards, which I don't think I've used those in a pick a card yet. We got to use them a little bit on the live the other day. All right, you guys, so let's let's first look at our rings. We have pile 1, we have this kind of light blue ring. Pile 2, I'll just call that a topaz. Pile 2 is a diamond ring. And pile 3 is a citrine ring-ish. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Release your breath. Whew. Close your eyes. Let your eyes drift to the pile that's meant for you. Okay, and you know what? You can look at more than one, or you can look at all 3 of them, or combo, whatever you feel you're drawn to, that is your answer. So sometimes it's just one answer, and sometimes it's more than one, because definitely the people that are attracted to us like a lot of things about us. All right, so let's begin. So here we have pile 1 with sort of this light topaz. It's very kind of cloudy. It's like a cloudy ring. It could be like a smoky blue topaz. All right, first let's see what the oracle deck, the fairy forest, has to say. So what does he or she find attractive about you? Oh, I just noticed the black kitty and the witch. The fairy Norn, planning, patience, and cooperation. So these are some of your qualities that they find very attractive about you. And it's interesting that the unicorn is your reflection. So you're very unique, and you're an unusual kind of person that sometimes has patience way beyond most people's patience. You know, that you have sort of this ability to stick to it and know that things are going to be okay. You just have this sort of quietness about you and an ability to plan. So let's read what this is about. It is time to be careful, precise, and considered about what you do and what you say. It is time to share wisely, to look around very carefully, and to consider what patterns of your life will be going forward. It is time to do small and very precise things each day that will increase the stability in your world. It is time for the small, the everyday to be cared for, observed, and known, and for all the loose ends of life to be tied up neatly, one by one. There is clutter and some chaos about you. There is no blame in that, the fairy Norn knows, for all lives, when well lived, hold such things. But your job now is to begin to tidy up your life, to shape it and make it into a form that is more contained, more organized, and somehow, for all of this control, more free. When you introduce the order, the chaos can no longer eat away at precious reserves of time. Emotions are not squandered in the petty dramas that humans love to dally with, and you know what must be done, carefully, precisely, and with clear intent, to bring the next shape into your life. Do this, and watch your fate simultaneously reveal and transform itself. That's really profound, isn't it? And I feel like there might be some Virgos out there this appeals to, because it very naturally is a Virgo thing to do, to tidy things up, to clean things up, and to be precise and look at the small things. And maybe we should emulate the way that Virgos go about things. Okay, so let's take a look at the tarot. So first we have 6 of Pentacles. So 6 of Pentacles is really great. It's what he or she really loves about you is that you're so generous. You're caring and giving. You give so freely without the thought of having anything in return, and he thinks that's a beautiful quality. Also, you're really good with animals and all creatures. You know, you're good with children. You're good with elderly, anybody, those people that who are in need, that are less fortunate, the ones that need the help. So he admires that about you. He thinks that you're a very kind and giving person, or she admires that about you. Let's see what else. Yeah, so the Nine of Wands. You're the kind of person that no matter what happens, you know, it's kind of like the prodigal son. No matter what you do, well, no matter what anybody does, you will welcome them back with open arms. You know, you will say you're forgiving. You say, you know what, you're just human. Things happen. Whatever. I'm here. I'm by your side, kind of thing. So if you're a wife, or if you're a lover, or if you're a girlfriend, or whatever, you're very loyal and you're kind of stand by your man type of person. Or if you're a guy, same thing. You're there for them. You know, you're by their side. And let's see what else. When you got the magical Enchantress card. So yeah, there's this quality of enchantment about you. It's just, you're just really beautiful. He just thinks you're gorgeous, and he thinks that you glow and kind of take his breath away. And, you know, so all these practical things that you are really nice, but to have it in such a beautiful package like you have just kind of blows him away, or her away. You know, if you're a guy that just is kind of almost too good to be true, you have all these amazing qualities and you're good looking too, so that's kind of like, whoa, how lucky can I get? Now let's, you know, get together and have some fun. You know, it's like, but this is about what they find attractive about you, and this is what they find attractive about you. You're very compassionate. You're good with the details. You're a good planner. You cooperate, and you give them a chance. You know, you're loyal. You stick by them, and you're giving. You know, you don't expect anything in return. Okay, so that's it for group 1. So I hope you like that. I'm so excited to use my new cards. They look really pretty on the altar, and I feel like I read them well, you know. So let me know how you feel. Please comment below. I love your comments. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. And hello to anybody new out there. If you're interested, please feel free to push the subscription button and that little bell notification. I'm going to try to, you know, do more frequent. I put out a survey to see how frequently you like videos, you know, the pick a cards. And it seems like at least 3 times a week, but most of you prefer them at least once a day. And I do want to get to that schedule, you know, and pretty soon I'm going to say bye-bye to my day job. Well, anyway, my day job is going to come to an end over the summer, and then I might not ever go back. But so yeah, I'll have more time to do a daily kind of thing for you guys, and I'm looking forward to that. I had a busy weekend, and I have another busy weekend coming up, so just be patient with me, but I'll do my best to get out as many pick-a cards as I can. So hope you like that. Check out the description box for all my links, and that especially the Goddessprovisions link that will get you this gorgeous box that you can give to a beautiful woman in your life for Mother's Day. Especially be a great gift. Okay, on to the next. Okay, next we have the diamond ring, and let's see, we've got the fairy forest oracle cards and 3 of my brand new tarot cards. Enchanted romance is what I call it. So let's see what the fairy forest says. This is stillness, pause, and delicacy. This is a really beautiful card. So perhaps you're delicate and just a gentle person, and you're quiet, and you're very feminine, and if it's a he likes that. Even if it's a she, whether he or she likes this delicacy, this femininity that you possess. And so Issa is about winter has descended upon fairy forest. I'm about to do my season 7 marathon, so I'm going back in time and doing winter. You have ceased struggle and fighting to change what is outside of yourself because you have relinquished the battle. You have won the war within yourself. You are now suspending activity and being in the moment. Through this stillness and inner consciousness, you are beginning to understand so much of where you have been and where you will go. And because you are fully in the present and allowing, you can also come to a deeper, more peaceful understanding of what it is you want, value, and desire. This is a moment of complete stillness and complete being. A long moment where you are completely present. You are as still as a chrysalis, hanging seemingly static from a branch, fragile and mysterious. Like a chrysalis, you will do nothing at all except become yourself. Your transformation is being worked invisibly on the inside, and when the time is right, you will share it with the world. In a situation where you seem to have no control, no power, you are learning the most valuable form of power there is, self-mastery. You pause with dignity and strength, and simply by doing this, you create the right conditions for the right change. This time will ultimately bring great peace, wisdom, and choices that enrich your life, others' lives, and the healing of the world, which is very nice. And right away, one of the first thoughts I had is this reminds me of Capricorn, and a very special Capricorn in my life, my niece, Linnea, and it even looks a lot like Linnea. And Capricorn has this kind of stillness a lot of times, and she does especially, and she's just, a beautiful person, but it's all very quiet on the outside, and who knows what's going on the inside, but nevertheless, she's still like an extremely kind, sweet person. And this card also reminds me a lot of my own daughter because she has kind of that same outer stillness. She's a very gentle, sweet soul, but she's not overly emotional. So on the outside, she's very calm and still. And I feel like there's lots of guys and girls out there that are attracted to that kind of stillness. They don't, like a lot of over emotionality. Some people do like the drama kings and queens, and other people like the really gentle, sweet, quiet, still people. And so that's what they like about you. So let's see what the tarot says. We have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, this is kind of another still. The sword is about thinking. So you're kind of a thinking person, but you have great ideas, and you like to bring them forward. And that was the other thing about Issa. She wants to contribute to society and bring good things to this world. So that's a really beautiful thing, in whatever form that you do it in. With my daughter, it's, she starting off with massage therapy, and maybe someday she'll do Reiki healing and other kind of healing, so it's just kind of this ability to bring to people. So here's the Four of Cups. So traditionally the Four of Cups is kind of like being bored or not seeing the cup full, seeing it empty or something like that. But because of this imagery, I feel like it's you like that she doesn't get, or he doesn't get overly excited by other people's attention. Like if you, she's not going to make, or he's not going to make you jealous. So yeah, if you're having sort of like unwanted advances from somebody, say you're in a very dedicated relationship and somebody unwanted comes around and gives you attention, you're going to roll, this person rolls their eyes to it, doesn't even give it any consideration. And that's something that you like. You like that because it makes you feel like they're true to who they are. They're honest about only liking you. And so, which is, it's sort of a comfort thing. There are some people out there extremely loyal who are also very friendly, and some of them are very flirtatious. And that doesn't mean that they're any less loyal to you. But not everybody likes that style or feels comfortable with that style, but you don't have to worry about that with this person, because this person is never going to show that, never going to treat you like you're less than somebody else, and she's always, or he's always going to give you the most attention, and other people's attention is not important to them. And then finally, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, this person is a good worker. They just simply love their job. They love their work. They're focused, concentrated. This card too is so funny because in the bigger picture of it is some guys right here trying to flirt with her, hand her flowers and stuff, and she's just not even noticing them because she's focused on her work. And that's the kind of what you like about this person. Yeah, he or she is attracted to you, who you're the person. If you're the querent, then this is you, and that's what they like about you, that you're focused on work, you're focused on your relationship, you don't let anybody else attract you, it's not necessary, it doesn't matter to you because you're a very loyal person. So I hope you like that, you guys. That's it for number 2. Thumbs up if you like that. And it's the first time using my Enchanted Romance or tarot cards. So if you like those, please make a comment down below. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's so good to see you. I'm going to try to pick a cards more often, and just happen to have a busy couple of weeks. So another busy weekend coming up. No live tonight. Maybe I'll squeeze a live in Wednesday or Thursday. And I think I still have some privates I gotta get taken care of. But anywho, things get a little bit busy, and then they're gonna calm down again. And then I'm gonna have summer off, so I give you lots of attention over the summer. So hello, all you new people out there too. Please feel free to subscribe. The pick a cards are going to be more frequent, and we're going to have some really interesting subjects. And speaking of subjects, please feel free to comment whatever subject you're interested in. I will be happy to do a reading on that. All right, and check out my links, you guys, in that description box. Especially the first link is my Goddessprovisions link, which is a beautiful subscription box of goodies, of crystals and perfumes and soaps and candles and chocolates and whatnot, and it makes a great gift, and Mother's Day is coming up, so check that out. All right, so I'm on to the next. Okay, last but not least, we have this, I call it amethyst. It's going to be the amethyst. It's kind of pink, but it's also kind of gold. It's cute. So somebody asked me where I got my rings from. But I got a big set of rings from Claire's, okay? So some of them are not fancy at all. Others, like this ring, I got, from, I don't know, Wish or eBay or some online place. And yeah, I got my twin hearts from online. Melanie made these for me. Melanie Williams. My son, Sammy, gave me this one, and I got this online. And Melanie also sent me this one. It's a gorgeous ring. So check out her Etsy shop. That's Darkrist11. My Auntie Azaur gave me this ring. So, okay, pile number 3 gets to know where all my rings come from. Hopefully, whoever was curious out there picks pile number 3. So we've got my Enchanted Romance tarot cards right here, and we have the Fairy Forest Oracle card. So let's see what he or she finds attractive about you. The Solitary, dedication, self-love, and focus. Isn't this so pretty? It glows like red so vibrantly. Let's see what that's about. So I'd like to hold that up because it's so pretty. All right, so the Solitary. Within you go. This is dedication, self-love, and focus. When the Solitary visits, you are about to go within, to withdraw, to retreat from the world for a time. This can be a response to an event from the outside, a trauma, sadness, or betrayal. And the withdrawing inwards, which appears to be depression, is actually a way of respecting the soul shadow, investigating it, understanding it, and mastering it. This card indicates a time when you will go it alone, walk your own path, choosing to carve a way forward that you can be sure remains true to the deep self. There will be a time of learning away from the mainstream, and there may be times when you feel isolated and somewhat worried about how your new path will be perceived. It can also indicate that in a past life you have suffered for your gifts and spirituality. You may have experienced a past life as a healer, a seer, a witch, a wizard, or medicine man, in which a new order decreed your power to be invalid and dark. This fear still pursues you when you connect with the power of your gift, resulting in fear surrounding intuition and natural talents. By going within, we learn more about our soul. It is not a part of the journey that we necessarily look forward to, but it is time of great development in the spiritual path, and it's imperative to growth. Before we can shine our light in the world, we must ignite our inner spark. This going inward is actually the sacred task of tending your own sacred flame and learning from it before turning to matters of the world again. This card can sometimes indicate that a person has undergone a literal near-death experience. So there have been people who've come close to death many times, and you take something from that. It's kind of funny because even though it's a female picture in it, the person that I admire most, that I think is an amazing man, is somebody who has had nearly died, and really turned their lives around and just gone, just like this card said, went inside and discovered themselves and just made themselves a better person, and you're probably that kind of person too. And not just that, like if you have, just like me, I understand this, the intuitive arts and such. There is this internal fear that if somebody finds out, I'll be persecuted. And we don't always live and work in a kind of environment that these kinds of things are accepted. I sure don't. Where I work, it's not something that is really accepted. But at the same time, I am surprised a lot of the time how open-hearted people end up being, and then some of it is fake open-heartedness, and other times it's true, it's genuine. It's like, sometimes you build yourself up thinking people really are against you, and maybe they're not so much. So we just, you're a person that is dealing with these issues, and you're handling it well. So here she sees you as a person that deals with the daily dealings of not fitting in sometimes, having to feel like you have to be a little different sometimes just to protect who you are. And so then they feel very understanding of it. They're very compassionate and empathetic towards this quality you have about yourself. The fact that you are solitary, you have to distance yourself from people sometimes, because people can be cruel or can be misunderstand your true intentions. So that happens. You definitely can turn it around and shine your light, because you have the right to. You're a beautiful person. You deserve to. So let's see what the Enchanted Romance says. So here's a lovely card. See, a 10 of Pentacles. So they also see you as a very beautiful mothering type, a gentle soul, somebody who has a beautiful voice, who can play instrument very well, or it's just kind of somebody who's, they see you as somebody who's very gentle in your approach. You're soothing. Something about your voice is soothing, not just your singing voice, but maybe your speaking voice, just calming. And that you're also like a really good family person, like you're loving of your family, and you'd be very dedicated to your husband and to your children kind of person. You'd be a good mother and a wife, if you aren't already. And let's see what else. Ooh, see, you got the moon. The moon is really beautiful too. So this kind of goes within this solitary. You're a really interesting person. you're a deep thinker, you're a far away thinker, you're a person that has interesting dreams, and you connect with people in your dreams. So this person who's admiring you is seeing you as, I've seen you in my dreams kind of person. I know you. I've seen you in my dreams, and we have a connection there. And that's what he likes a lot, or she likes, that you have a connection in your dreams. Let's see what else. Okay, and this one is kind of an interesting one. But when it came out, Spirit gave me a good, clear message on it. So normally it's kind of it's sort of, being sad or depressed or something, but that's not what this is for you. And that's not even what the image means to me. So it's kind of a macabre image, actually. It's a head floating in the water, and these girls looking at it. But they're kind of looking at it in fascination, right? So you're the kind of girl that can look at death. Like you're into the death. I guess maybe you're a Scorpio, because you're able to see that kind of thing and still see beauty, or you're able to be interested in unusual things and find something intriguing and interesting about them. You don't look at it right away and scream and run off. You're like, oh my goodness, what's that? And how long has it been there? So kind of a little bit of a detective too. So very much Scorpio qualities. So it could be that kind of influence that you have. So definitely, yeah, a deep, dreamy person that's kind of likes weird stuff, the macabre, the maybe horror, maybe unusual things, maybe that kind of thing fascinates you, and you're able to look at it with different eyes than somebody else would, and more objectively, more, and take interest in it, and like a crime scene detective would, that kind of thing. But you're a good mommy, and you're a loving person, so it doesn't matter all this stuff on the outside, or where it counts, you really are kind and loving too. I love this one. This is so sweet. So anyway, if you love this, pick a card. If you like number 3, put your thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. If you like these cards that I just made, they just came in, and I'm feeling really good energy from them. They just kind of glow to me, like they speak to me like little fairy lights, And yeah, so if you like them, let me know. Hello to all my returning subscribers. So good to see you. And hello to anybody new out there. I promise to put more pick-a-cards out. I see that you kind of would like them daily, and I definitely want to give them to you daily. I've just been kind of busy with things. And whenever I get private readings, I always want to put those first, prioritize them. But I definitely want to give to you guys, because you're my sparkles of life. And I couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you so much for supporting me.